Hello, my name is Willow Rising. Let's make our morning zines. If you need to learn how to do the fold, I've got another video on my YouTube page that will show you how to do that. Right now I've got two blank 8.5 by 11s that I'm going to fold. So grab your paper, grab your favorite writing thing. Today I am going to use this microline pen 05 tip. It's pink. I got this off the Awful Place. I got this because it came in a pack of colorful microns, and this is not the Sakura brand, which I usually use and love. This is something completely different. These do have a nice writing feel though. They really do. And also they're cute. Like, I like how these are kind of metallic-y. I don't know if I can get that right. I am honestly I really aim to not shop a bunch on the Awful Place, so I don't know if I would get these again, but I am happy with these as a purchase. I got these specifically because I thought they were archival quality. I don't know if they are. They don't indicate on the packaging that they are. But that is why I use microns. Shout out to the person who told me that, who works at an art store, because that has been clutch for me. I really appreciate knowing that about microns. And that is why I use the Sakura brand microns for most of my zines, unless I'm using a Sharpie. These have a nice writing feel. I like these because the tip is very thick. This is the 05, let's see, can you see it against the white? This is 05 weight. I have to say, I think it's a little smoother than Micron, actually. I don't know, it makes it fun. So grab your favorite writing thing and let's fold up our paper. That's what I'm going to do right now. I have two pieces of paper. I'm gonna fold both. And as we do this, take some time to stem, settle into your body, breathe. I don't know if you've been paying attention to anything that's been going on, but there's so much going on, and thank you for taking this time. Thank yourself for taking this time to be with yourself, because there's a lot that demands our attention and our time, and it is meaningful to take and make the time for yourself in a demanding world. I don't even have to know what's going on in your life to know that there's probably a lot going on. And like, yes, there's always a lot going on in the world. And I mean, like, specifically right now, like, Israel is continuing to kill Palestinian people, even in quote unquote designated safe zones. That's the kind of stuff that I catch up on Democracy Now! From the Democracy Now! Podcast. There's also a number of genocides going on in Sudan. Actually, Sudan is, I think, about to go into some sort of civil war, something like that. Listen to Democracy Now! I don't remember exactly what it said. I'm butchering it for sure. But there was something notable about Sudan, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to re-listen to this episode. So yeah, there's always a lot going on. That's not to minimize it. It is to acknowledge it. And it is also to invite you to acknowledge the real world, and also invite yourself into a moment with yourself, a moment of presence. I folded both of my pieces of paper Now I will show you how to do the fold because that's a little complicated. So I folded my paper so it's got all these folds. Now I'm going to rip it up to this point. This is the center edge. That's what I'm calling this, center edge. Okay, so I'm gonna rip this. I'm using my bare hands. Okay. Now I unfold. Fold the hot dog way. Crease, crease. Okay, this is where it gets complicated, but it's not that hard. You just have to get used to the hand feel. So hold the edges and then you squish. Okay, so I folded down, I ripped it, I folded down, I creased, crease, crease, hold. You want to hold these so that way it maintains the stiffness. And then squish, squish, okay, squish. Then you end up with it flat, and that is when you can fold again, and that's how you get your little book. Oh, sorry, there's a little bit of a glare, but now I'm going to fold. I always use my nail to push down really hard. If I had a ruler, I would use a ruler as a straight edge to get my fold very, very flat. You can also use a bone folder. Yeah, so I just did the second rip. It came out kind of gory, but that's okay. I actually like the texture that it adds. Fold. And just know that you will get the hang of this. You just have to build up your hand feel for it. You have to get used to it. Crease, crease, crease. Now, this is just something about me, how I like to do the fold. I like when the opening page for my booklet, my little book, my zine, has the crease. I don't know if you can understand what I mean. I like when you open the book and the first page has this fold, instead of it being one of these pages that has this open. That is like the tiniest little tidbit, super personal preference. That is not, there are no rules to zine making. It is literally your preference about what you want to make and how you want to do this. So yeah. But yeah, that is just something that I personally like. Okay. If you have water, take a sip of water. If you need to grab something, if you notice that, oh, you need a bio break, or you need to just take a minute and stretch, or if you need some food, if you're feeling a little hungry, if you haven't eaten in a minute, go grab a snack, pause this, come back. I'm gonna do a little bit of a stim break. I'm gonna invite you into taking a breath with me, if you like. Don't have to, there's no rules here. Let's breathe in. Hold. Release. Let's do that again. Inhale. Hold. Release. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Make whatever little sounds you want to make, whatever feels natural. And now let's zine. There are no rules to this. All you have to do right now is give yourself the permission to commit to making your zine. This is a daily zine, an everyday zine. This is not a perfect space. This is not a place where you have to be perfect. This is a place where you show up. This is a place where you show up exactly as you are, who you are right now, who you want to be. You can get real creative and write from the perspective of who you want to be. If you don't feel like embracing the of who you are right now, show up as who you want to be on this piece of paper. Write from that perspective. What does that version of you have to say? You can literally do anything with your zine and in your zine. So thank you once more for showing up for yourself today in this moment. Thank you for engaging in this with me, joining alongside me as I make my zine right now. And something I want to say is that I'm not going to show you my zine. I'm not going to show you this zine because it does not matter. My zine does not matter for you. Your zine is what matters for you. And what it really is your commitment to showing up for yourself, your willingness to be curious about what's going on in your brain, in your body, in your psyche, with your creativity. This is also about you giving yourself the space in your day to be creative. So take another deep breath if you need it, and then get to making your zine. If you are getting used to writing or drawing with your favorite, I hope you've taken the time to find your favorite writing thing, but if you're still testing that out, use this also as a space to see what that feels like on the paper. You can just make some scribbles, make some texture on the page. You know, this isn't the place where you have to be Vincent van Gogh or Michelangelo. This is the place where you get to make a mess. You can make a mess in your zine. And if you don't have full sentences, just write some words down. As you continue and develop your practice, you will get more comfortable with doing this. You're building up a muscle right now. So it's okay if it feels a little uncomfortable and awkward. Zines are definitely a place where you're awkward. But if there's parts of you that are just kind of like, wow, what is the point of this? Why am I doing this? I can't even do this. Like, okay, thank you. We hear you. And also, you're doing something new. Of course, it's going to feel a little weird. It's going to be awkward. If you are someone who, like me, you really like letters, like ABCs, don't get me wrong, I like letters too, like snail mail letters. However, I'm talking about actual lettering and letters. You can use this as an opportunity to draw some new letters and new shapes. Keeping an eye on the time. If you're still working on one of your pages, if you're in a flow, keep going. But if you are finding yourself a little stuck, just keep it moving. Just flip the page and write something new. This doesn't have to take you all day. That's not the point of this. This is just get it out, get it down. So I've finished my first one. And I've decided I'm actually going to leave it at that. I'm not going to write the next one right now. Okay. By now, I hope you've finished your zine. If you're still going, that's awesome. I hope you're having a lot of fun. I hope you're being kind to yourself. Ooh, we need more creative kindness. We need more creative kindness, for sure, for sure. You do not have to beat yourself up to make stuff. You can be very kind to yourself as you do this, and I hope that you are. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Willow Rising. I use they, them pronouns. I am an experimental artist, a graphic designer, and a zine poet. You can find out more about me and my work at willowrising.co. I'm also autistic, I have synesthesia and ADHD. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you have fun making your own zines. Take care. Peace out. Bye.